Welcome back. The Republic Network's relentless investigation has forced open the Disha case 63 days after her death. Only I don't trust the Mumbai police, and hence I don't know where it will go. But tonight, 4 sting operations prove that the Mumbai police has completely botched up the probe. Here is the full investigative report, and then we will debate.
Disha Salian was found dead on the night of 8th of June. According to the police, she fell off from the 12th floor of a building in Malad. It's been 63 days since her death, but Mumbai police has failed to provide satisfactory answers as to what led to her death. We knew to get to the bottom of the truth, some sting operations were inevitable. Our first lead was the security head supervisor of the very building where the incident took place.
पहले क्या किसने पूछताछ की और अभी भी कितने जन से पूछते हैं? पहले तो खाली रोहन राय का बता रहे।
रोहन राय का पूछ के गया, सिक्योरिटी का स्टेटमेंट लेके गया, तुमने क्या देखा, कैसा क्या हुआ, 2-3 दिन का डिटेल्स लेके गया। अभी क्या कर रहे हैं, जितने देर
पर उसके बाद और कोई स्टेटमेंट नहीं लिया।
और कोई स्टेटमेंट नहीं। जो पहले लिया था, पहले कैसा बिल्डिंग के अंदर ही लिया था, सिक्योरिटी को लेके नहीं गया था। अभी 3-4 दिन से कैसा अभी मामला पूरा मीडिया में चल रही है ना, तो वो क्या कर रहा है, सिक्योरिटी को बिठा करके ये कौन सा फ्लैट वाला, ये कौन सा फ्लैट वाला, ये कौन सा है, ये हाउसकीपिंग वाला, ये अभी से उसका
हाल ही में
2-3 दिन से।
अच्छा
2-3 दिन से। अभी पुलिस कल भी आई थी, सिक्योरिटी से फिर भी बैठ के पूछा, उसके बाद आज सुबह से आई है, तो सबका भी नंबर, कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर, डिटेल्स, कितने फैमिली हो, कितने फ्लोर पे हो, तो सबका ले
मतलब पूरा बिल्डिंग का ले
पूरा बिल्डिंग है।
On the back foot, the Mumbai police issued a statement on 5th of August asking people to come forward and provide leads in the Disha Salian case. But it was evident from day one the attempt to botch up this entire investigation. We met our second source, Disha's neighbor and one of the first responders. His version has completely exposed the botch up in this entire investigation.
The body was outside the gate.
You know the nameplate is there?
Yeah.
It was on the head, not here.
So it was not inside the compound.
No, that's what I'm telling you. They knew that he was drunk.
The videos that you have is of what? Like the one that you clicked is one was after the
Morning. Blood stains area.
Wasn't it like sort of the police did not isolate that place?
No, nothing.
It was left like that.
Nothing. Nobody was there in the morning. When I went,
So you still found blood stains.
it was on the ground and on the car, white car. The car was there.
One of the friends admitted that he was under immense pressure. Also takes the name of Riya Chakrabarti and says that a lot has already been spoken about, but did not want to come out in the open and say what really transpired on the night of 8th of June.
1 second. I just wanted to know with 2 things, and I'm not going to come back. Like, this was with regards to the party that actually happened at Disha. Were you there? Was there a party that actually happened?
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. You cannot comment anything right now. I'm really sorry.
Do you want me to come sometime later when we
No, please don't. No, please don't.
Can I leave my number with you?
No, please don't. Everything will come out. But just now, at this moment, I cannot say anything right now because there is a lot of time and we are having a really tough time.
But tough time in what sense?
No, it is a lot of things.
Like, is there any some sort of
Pressure.
No. It's just mental and a lot of things are happening that way. I am not going to comment.
Just one thing, just
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Night of 8th of June, 5 people attended Disha Salian and Rohan Rai's party. But after the incident, only 2 people, their statement were recorded. One was Disha Salian's fiancé, Rohan Rai, and the other happened to be the watchman. The other 5, their statements weren't recorded by the Mumbai police. Republic Media Network over the last few days tracked down all those friends who attended the party. Interestingly, they went into hiding.
Is around?
No, he's not there.
Can we just leave a message for him?
No, yeah, you can leave the message, but he's not here.
Okay. How do we? Because we were trying to contact him, but we couldn't get through his number.
Yeah, he's not available. Yeah?
He's not in the city, ma'am, or
No, you're from?
we are journalists, ma'am.
Okay, no, he's not here.
Is there any way to connect to him?
No, nothing to connect.
Can we leave our numbers or anything?
No, nothing is there. Yeah.
We just wanted to have a conversation with him.
No, it's not. We are not interested. Yeah.
I'm just for a few minutes.
I thank you so much.
sorry to bother you, but we just wanted to just have a conversation if it's okay with you, ma'am.
No, we are not interested. Thank
He
you.
won't talk at all.
No. Yeah, thank you.
The friend who attended the party has admitted that they are under some sort of pressure, and a lot has been happening since 8th of June. A giveaway that there is much more than what is on record. And Republic Media Network's investigation has only gone on to raise more questions about the investigation that has been carried out by the Mumbai police.
What is incredible, and I want to start with you, Tuhin, is the sense of absolute secrecy. You know, like almost as if anyone who was present at Disha's party has been sworn into a vow of silence. I wonder why. There has to be someone, the obvious thing is, there has to be someone very powerful who has told them to keep quiet. That's the obvious inference.
Let me once again congratulate you for your relentless efforts to take on the might of the political dispensation which is responsible directly for the botch-up. Whether it was delinking Disha Salian's death to Sushant's death, whether it were a whole lot of shady financial transactions which were overlooked, this was probably the friendliest, meekest investigation which one has seen in recent history. But what is most shocking today, if you check the last few days, the prime accused has started to speak the language of a political party, and that political party has started to speak the language of the prime accused. I mean, today the prime accused says, is giving us sermons of India's federal structure, and that political party is casting aspersions on Sushant Singh Rajput's death, on his relationship with his family. I think this obnoxious camaraderie between this political dispensation and the prime accused is something which needs to be investigated. Some people have tried to quarantine truth, but I can tell you that those who have tried to quarantine truth should prepare themselves for a long social and political quarantine if they don't mend their ways from here.
Absolutely. Ashish, you're free to respond. Sumit, Manasvi and Shailesh Pandey. Raghav, you are also on air today after quite a few days.
I want to say something, Arnab.
Yes, Raghav, go ahead. Look at the silence on the other side.
Can I say something? Yes. Arnab, I want to say something. There is a former colleague of yours with whom you worked for many years. And the other day, he said something as disgusting, only a very disgusting human being can say after somebody's death that he is not such a big star that politicians would be so concerned. So there is a concerted effort in the media also. There are certain sections of the media that are hand in glove with the political establishment. So just pointing fingers at the political establishment tonight is not enough. We have to name and shame all those in the journalistic establishment. Since he is a former friend of yours, I don't want to take his name. I don't know whether you want to take his name on air. But such disgusting, pathetic human beings, and I'll say it again, such disgusting and pathetic human beings who will not even let the dead have their dignity at the behest of their political masters, have to be called out as well. Because if the media is not going to call them out, then the media will be failing in its duty. I don't know whether you've seen the clip or not. I'm presuming that you have seen it. So this nexus between the politicians and a certain section of the media to bury the truth when it comes to the link between Sushant Singh Rajput's murder and Disha Salian's death, and even Sushant Singh Rajput's murder as it stands alone, has to be exposed to. So I'm not somebody who can suggest editorial policy to you, but this is something that I would strongly suggest. Please talk about that too.
Now, since you are obviously inviting a response from me, and since you have made the point in a determined manner on 3 or 4 occasions so far, Raghav, my friend, let me respond to you. And you will have to do me the privilege of listening to me while I am responding without interrupting. A, you will agree, Raghav, that I am not part of any Lutyens Delhi journalistic establishment. And two, neither have I. Allow me to complete. I'll give you a full and fitting response. I'll give you an appropriate response. I'm not in disagreement, but you must hear me. Firstly, I have since long divorced any connections to the Lutyens' decaying, decomposing, atrophying, quote-unquote journalistic establishment. Point A. B. Someone else referred to that clip in the last debate. Raghav, right? And named the individual. I don't want to talk about individuals, but I'll make a broader point. You're wise enough to understand that those who in their entire life have not had the courage to question Sharad Pawar or the Shiv Sena even once, they are dealing with their non-existent conscience by disgracing themselves, by questioning Sushant's stature or his art. Sushant, in his 34 years, achieved much more than they did in their 60 years or more.
Absolutely.
So I restrain myself at this point out of professional etiquette. But if you want my own views on these matters, we will have to discuss privately on the phone beyond this. Is that all right, Raghav? Can we return to the subject of arresting Riya now?
Arnab, there is a very simple question
Thank you.
to answer.
Thank you. Now, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It is also related to the subject.
Arnab, there is a very simple question to answer.
Amit Satab, that is Amit Satab. Go on.
There is one simple question to answer, Arnab.
Amish Satam.
All the evidences and all the testimonies that you and your channel have put forth in front of the whole country, it was the job of Mumbai police to do that. Mumbai police is not only guilty of dereliction of duty, they are guilty of destruction of evidence. They are guilty of tampering of evidence. The senior police inspector of Malwani police station and the DCP zone 11 should be suspended immediately. There are n number of questions to be answered.
Pandey.
What was the position? What was the position in which Disha's body was found? Why wasn't a forensic investigation of the crime scene conducted? Why was the post-mortem conducted after 2 days of her death? Who all were present for the party of Disha? Were the cell tower locations taken? Were their statements recorded? All this is complete shoddy investigation. This is complete cover-up. This is one of the most terrible cover-ups that this country has ever seen, and I am extremely ashamed of the Mumbai police, the Maharashtra police.
And it cannot be made to be an issue of Maharashtra pride. If a Mumbai police is incompetent, I want to ask you, Uddhav Thackeray, how does it become an issue of Maharashtrian pride if the Mumbai police is incompetent? Why should the incompetence of the Mumbai police be placed on the people of Maharashtra?
I am a Maharashtrian and I am ashamed of
Why should the utter incompetence of the Mumbai police commissioner be blamed on the people of Maharashtra? Uddhav Thackeray, what is this? And my other question is this. You talked about evidence, I want to present some. Nina, may I present? And look at the silence today. Look at the silence of Sumit Verma and Ashish Dikshit and Manasvi Thapar and Shailesh Pandey. It's almost as they're afraid to speak tonight.
Arnab, I was quiet.
Arnab, I thought you have the decency to come to me. Only then I will respond.
No, Nina is making a point. Nina first and then you. First Nina. Ashish.
I don't know what kind of...
1 minute, Nina, wait. He's not stopping. Nina, wait now. Nina, wait. Nina, he's not stopping. So, Nina, wait a while. Wait a minute. Yes, Ashish, what are you saying? What's your hurry?
Okay.
Go on, say it.
Arnab, I thought you came to me.
No, it's all right.
Arnab, I don't know, just because CBI has started investigation, you are celebrating as if the CBI has totally denied or has said the Mumbai investigation is false. Why are you, presuming things? Maybe CBI also comes to the same conclusion. And I am of the considered view that the CBI investigation is not required in this matter because there is no consent from the state of Maharashtra. And as far as the media trial is concerned, you know better than me
I don't
that
agree.
yes, when you say that Riya should be arrested, when you say Riya is the accused, when you say that Riya is the one, you are doing a media trial. You are not giving authorities a chance to fairly investigate and do a trial. When you say Riya should be arrested,
I'm sorry.
What do you want?
Doing the best
the discretion is of investigating agency, not yours.
Journalism.
You cannot.
And
I
you
am
are
sorry,
doing the best
investigative
job,
journalism
Arnav.
doesn't mean
And I don't
that
think
you
these
will implicate
voices-
someone.
No. I
You
think
will just ask
investigative
questions.
journalism of the best kind.
Your job is
where
only
you
to ask
follow the
questions,
lead,
not
that the
get
police
into
have abandoned,
agenda of
that
getting someone
everyone has
arrested.
abandoned.
Why do you want
this
Riya to
would
be
have been a
arrested?
death
What is
that
your
would have
interest?
gone this would have been a death that would have been uninvestigated
as far as Mumbai
if
police
Arnav
is
and his
concerned,
team had not
6
put
months
this
ago,
human
in that
effort into
urban
it
Naxal
and
matters,
gone
you
after
were
it,
paying
gone
tribute
after
to Mumbai
every
police.
single lead
After
with
6
all the
months, what
power
has
of
happened that
investigative
you are casting
journalism.
so many
This is
allegations
what
on
the
Mumbai
finest
police?
journalism in the world is all about. And I don't think you have a right to say that anything that they have done is anything beyond the call of duty. I think investigative journalism is all about what Arnav and Republic stand for the day they started to now. They have picked up the
Investigative
tiniest
journalism
of
doesn't
leads
mean to
and
point
made
out an
it
agenda
into
of declaring someone guilty. That is not their job.
Leading
You have to just
story,
investigate,
which I
not
think
declare someone
the
guilty.
CBI can pick up and get more leads from Republic and Arnav than they can from the Bombay police or any other source that has been investigating till now. So I feel the Republic and the investigative journalistic powers of Arnav Goswami have been more than amplified by the investigation into Disha Salian and the intricacies of the relationship between Sushant and his ex-manager and everything that happened in these so-called coincidental deaths, which were actually murder and which has been established beyond doubt by Arnav Goswami. And I congratulate him because he has done half of the legwork for the CBI to come over and take over tomorrow,
thank you, Nina.
which I hope the court
Thank you, Nina.
So
Thank you.
Arnav, if it is
I thank you, Nina.
then why CBI investigation is needed?
I thank you, Nina. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to be the subject of the debate, but I invite Professor Dinesh Rao, who's a forensic expert.
I fail to understand.
I invite Professor Dr. Dinesh Rao, who's a... I'm coming to you, Sumit and Manasvi, I'm coming to you. But I would like the forensic expert here if possible. I don't want to go into the legal cases, but when I am looking at this matter, so you deal with all kinds of cases. In the Disha case, first is that the Mumbai police filed an ADR in June but took the report only in the last couple of days, which means the Mumbai police did not do anything substantial for 62 days. Right? All the primary people who were at the party were allowed to leave. And hence, Professor Rao, the primary witnesses leave the scene. Third point, Disha's body is taken even before the police arrive. Maybe for medical reasons, but it's taken even before the police arrive. The initial death provisional report said that there are multiple wounds on the body. I have my doubts on the PM report, which came in later. The important thing is, the Mumbai cop says that the police reached immediately and did Panchnama of body, but the building security says that the police came after Disha was taken in the car. These are two completely non-matching testimonies, Professor Rao. Mumbai police said that Disha committed suicide, but the security personnel said the questioning is only happening now. So without questioning happening, without speaking to any of the eyewitnesses, how did they declare suicide? The neighbor says, and it's on record, I saw a lot of cars leave in a sudden rush. After an incident like this, why did the Mumbai police allow people to leave? And there are some decent cars leaving from the vicinity. The person says, I was there till 4 p.m. The Mumbai police says 4 others were present, but no political leader was present. Who asked them about a political leader? The neighbor says it was a big party. If so, is the Mumbai police unaware or did they look the other way? The Mumbai police further says 5 people were present. The neighbor says 6 to 8 people were present. Who took the body? Why is there a discrepancy in that? The neighbor says the police took the statement while the people were drunk. Was there a hurried attempt to shut the case? Mr. Rao, are you following? The neighbor says the body was found outside the compound. Doesn't it raise questions on the cause of the death?
Definitely.
Unless someone is
Shall I
flung,
answer? Yeah.
unless someone is flung, how can a person committing suicide, does a person committing suicide fall or jump? If the person has been flung. The neighbor says the place, the place wasn't cordoned off. So did the Mumbai police fail to seal the scene of Disha's death? Is this not negligence? So I'd like your response to some of these questions and what you as a forensic expert think on them.
First of all, let me thank you, Arnav, for inviting me to this debate. And first, let me tell you, if you closely follow the timeline of events right from a death reported until the postmortem examination, I can tell you the whole process, there is a total failure right from the crime scene examination and to the first responders we call and to the collection of evidence, there is a failure. And even the post-mortem is deviating from the norm, that is after 2 days they have conducted. Even during the post-mortem, the samples which they are collected totally incomplete, inadequate and unscientific. So considering all these things, it is very clear the officer, whoever has handled this case, is a disgrace to the whole police profession. Another doubt which I write is the senior police officer who never took account of the officers who was responsible will clearly speak about the connivance of the senior officers with those things. And overall, I can categorically state that there is every attempt to conceal or destroy the whole case. Why I've been telling you, see, we have handled cases in different countries, the deadliest drug cartels. I haven't come across a cover-up of this nature. This is what I can say right from the way it has been totally disgusting, I can say, the way it has been handled.
So, you know, Ashish, you are listening on, Amit, you are listening on, we are asking basic questions. There is no motive here. Have you seen a motive in what Raghav has said? What is the political motive in what Tuhin has said? Today, for example, on the program. Tuhin's a politician, right? But Manasvi, you find a political motive? कुछ राजनीतिक लग रहा है आपको शैलेश पांडे जी? जो हमारे प्रोग्राम में भारतीय जनता पार्टी के अमित सतम ने कहा, उसमें कुछ राजनीतिक लग रहा है आपको? मगर दिशा के केस को Raghav, yeah, who's speaking? Manasvi and Raghav. Okay, Manasvi and Raghav. Manasvi first. Raghav after Manasvi, please.
I'll just say politics here. All right. I'll just take 30 seconds. See, Indian legal principle of presumption of innocence. We believe innocent until proven guilty. We believe in this principle. But in this particular case, what have happened is guilty until proven innocent. So what is happening is there is a media trial, there is a social media trial, there is a YouTube trial, there is a Twitter trial.
No. Stop playing Marta.
Experts and investigators, and they are trying to give their own opinion. It's not about you, Arnavji. It's about the
not about me. Raghav will respond to you.
Everyone has their beliefs, and they believe that Ria is the one who's the killer, and Maharashtra police is the most incompetent police of the entire country. Let the investigating agencies take their final call, and the matter is prejudiced. We'll get a final judgment tomorrow in the Supreme Court. Have some patience. Trust the Supreme Court. Trust the investigating authorities. Let us not become the investigators. Let us not become experts on this particular matter, and believe in the process of justice and order.
Okay, Raghav's responding to you. Raghav wants to really respond to you, Manasvi.
That we should get justice.
Yes, Raghav really wants to respond to you.
There are 2 points that I would like to make, Manasvi. 2 points I would like to make. First of all, at the stage of investigation, there is no presumption of innocence. Whoever has told you that at the stage of investigation there has to be a presumption of innocence either does not know the law or is deliberately misleading you. It is when the trial starts, then of course we start with the presumption of innocence. When the police is investigating, when the cops are investigating, there is no presumption. That's the first thing. The second thing is this. There are certain sections of the media, I will say loudly, I can outshout you. There are certain sections of the media who are batting for the Mumbai police. Those sections of the media have linkages. There are some people who are interviewing all the people with whom Sushant Singh Rajput should have had a confidentiality clause. So there is a media trial happening the other way also.
Overtake the process of law.
The media trial. Manasvi, let me complete. The media trial is happening. The media trial is happening, and it is happening at the behest of those who want to exonerate Ria Chakravarti, who are getting testimonials from Sushant Singh Rajput, people who were associated with Sushant Singh Rajput to say that Ria Chakravarti is innocent or that she was supportive. So no, the media trial is happening already. yes. And under that media trial, the likes of Riya Chakravarti have already been declared innocent. This is what is happening.
You don't want to trust the ED. You don't want to trust the CBI. Why don't you believe them? Give them an opportunity. Let us not give our opinions on them.
Happening to exonerate the likes of Riya
Do not give your opinions on them. There is a process of law. Respect the process of law. Process of law should be respected, and our opinions and agenda should not be.
This argument cuts both ways. This argument cuts both ways. This argument cuts both ways. There are agenda-driven journalists who've already exonerated Riya Chakravarti. If you're going to talk about a media trial, we'll talk about them also.
She's not an accused.
No,
she's the criminal.
We will talk about them also.
Sushant Singh Rajput. So this is our hashtag.
It's not about whether she is murdered. It's about whether or not a media trial is happening to exonerate her.
There is no point of
There is another media trial happening. There is a parallel media trial happening wherein these people have already been exonerated. I will talk about that. I will talk about that. No, I will talk about the parallel media trial that is being conducted at the behest of those who have a political interest.
Just a minute, Manasvi, listen. Manasvi. Amit Satam is on the debate. Amit Satam and Shailesh Pandey. Amit Satam, yeah.
This is absolutely disgusting that some people are talking about media trial and politics. Don't forget that media is the fourth pillar of democracy. Don't forget that media has brought in front of the whole country the testimonies and evidences which Mumbai police should have been. What is politics about it? If you have not done anything, you should be ready for not a CBI investigation. You should be ready for an investigation by the FBI, by the Interpol. Why are you shying away from these investigations? And Arnab, today I will tell you what their problem is. Their problem is that, Arnab, you have given them a taste of their own medicine. They used to take pride in using abusing language, derogatory language, and taunting others all their lives. Now you have used some harsh words which have, unko Hindi mein bolte na mirchi lag gayi. This is the problem, that you have given them a taste of their own medicine. This is their problem.
I have not used any derogatory language. I have, however, said that I will continue to ask questions, and I have said that the Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray should not blindly support the Mumbai police, which is carrying out the worst botch-up in Indian history. And I intend to ask all these questions. अब देखिए कैसे शैलेश जी चुपचाप बैठे हैं. शैलेश जी, मेरा सीधा सवाल आपसे है, क्योंकि जब तक आपको सवाल नहीं करूंगा अमित सातम कुछ भी बोलेंगे मगर आप चुपचाप बैठेंगे, कि शायद आपको आज इस बात की फीलिंग हो रही है कि शायद आपकी गलती हुई है, आपकी पार्टी की गलती हुई है, आपकी सरकार की गलती हुई है. सवाल मेरा यह है कि दिशा सालियान केस को बंद क्यों किया गया, बंद करने की कोशिश क्यों हुई. यू सी शैलेश पांडे, देयर वर रिपोर्ट्स व्हिच वर प्लांटेड कोटिंग मुंबई पुलिस सोर्सेस saying, you know why Disha died, Amit? According to Mumbai police sources, she died because 2 professional projects worth 40 lakhs did not work out. तो ये स्टोरी प्लांट की गई.
That's why she was happy in that party.
That's why she was happy in that party. That's why she died.
Yeah.
अब ये स्टोरीज कौन प्लांट कर रहा है शैलेश पांडे जी? कौन छिपाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि दिशा सालियान के केस में क्या हुआ?
Story of bipolar disorder for Sushant.
जिन्होंने सुशांत के बारे में झूठ बोला वही झूठ फैला रहे हैं दिशा सालियान के बारे में.
और आज उनके पिता का अपमान कर रहे हैं. They are insulting his father today. They are insulting the family today. Who is doing this?
देखिए विषय ऐसा है जहां अरे मुझे बोलने दीजिए अभी. जहां दिशा सालियान का विषय है तो आज न्यूज चैनलों पे हमने सभी ने देखा है कि उनकी जो माता जी है उनका भी इंटरव्यू न्यूज चैनलों पे आया है और उन्होंने कहा है कि बार बार इस तरह की उनकी बेटी के बारे में इधर उधर की बातें करके उनकी बेइज्जती ना किया जाए. आज उनकी जो प्यारी बच्ची है वो अब इस दुनिया में नहीं है, उसके बावजूद भी कहीं ना कहीं मीडिया के माध्यम से या अन्य माध्यम से जो बदनामी हो रही है वो नहीं होनी चाहिए.
ये बदनामी की बात क्या है? मैंने कहा कि नहीं, आकस्मिक मौत और बदनामी नहीं होती.
पूरा मुंबई
आकस्मिक मौत की बात हो रही है. आप उसको किसी और दायरे से मत देखिए. मैं कह रहा हूं, आई एम आस्किंग यू शैलेश पांडे, आई एम आस्किंग यू, 58 days have passed. कैन यू टेल मी व्हाई शी फेल, हाउ शी फेल? वो गिरी कैसे बिल्डिंग से, ये बताइए मुझे. वो गिरी कैसे बिल्डिंग से? 60 दिन हो गए, मुंबई पुलिस नहीं बता पा रही वो गिरी कैसे बिल्डिंग से.
बिल्डिंग के अंदर थी या बिल्डिंग के बाहर थी? Was the body inside?
और उसके गिरने के बाद वहां से बहुत गाड़ियों में बहुत लोग उस बिल्डिंग से कैसे निकल गए, ये बता रहे हैं। ये सवाल पूछे, how did she fall down from the apartment?
ये जांच का विषय है,
जांच का विषय है,
ये जांच का विषय, ये पुलिस का विषय है। इसके लिए आप मीडिया ट्रायल नहीं चला सकते।
What judge?
नहीं है, आप जज नहीं हो, आप जज नहीं हो।
What judge?
नहीं हो।
पुलिस
ये
को अपना काम करना
जजमेंट देने का काम न्यायालय का,
अमित सतम,
कोर्ट का है, जज का है। आपने पूरी दुनिया ने देखा उनकी मां ने क्या कहा टेलीविजन पे। आप क्यों उनके बच्ची को आप बदनाम कर रहे हैं?
बदनाम, 1 second. Nina Pillai is on the way. Nina Pillai responding to you. Nina Pillai.
Unfortunately, police is not doing it.
It's 3 months they didn't do anything. It was all of your linking. It was the linking of the two deaths. It was poor Disha Salian who was I feel murdered, pushed out. She bent
I am asking you.
She was picked up and taken somewhere. Her autopsy was done 2 days later.
Sumit Verma is on the right.
Girl who falls from somewhere, her autopsy is done too later. There is no honesty
Sumit Verma.
into her probe, and then they reopened the probe last week. What is this?
Yes. Arnab, my 2 points. First, so far as Disha is concerned, Mumbai police is conducting the investigation, is still on. It's too premature to say that Mumbai police has botched up the entire investigation. Secondly, so far as Sushant's case is concerned, tomorrow Supreme Court would scrutinize the entire Mumbai probe in Sushant's case. There is a possibility, if
what
Supreme
about the
Court
Disha
finds
case?
anything amiss in the investigation, Supreme Court can transfer the investigation to CBI.
Arnab, for the first time I can tell you,
and there is one more
I
point.
can tell you,
my point is that in case Supreme Court does not find anything amiss in Mumbai investigation, still under Article 142, Supreme Court can transfer the investigation to CBI, because in this case, the victim side, which is the deceased father, has not only requisitioned the CBI probe, they've raised allegations and doubts and apprehensions about the Mumbai probe.
Tuhin, please go on, Tuhin.
Under Article 142, transfer the Mumbai probe to CBI.
Not just the nation, but the entire world is looking up to a media trial. It is because of this media trial that the truth which would have been buried long ago is now out in the open. I, for one, the way things were panning out, had presumed that it would be a suicide. Today I can tell you with a fair bit of certainty that it was a murder. The same prime accused who on 14 July was indulging in these gimmicks of tweeting to the Home Minister asking for CBI inquiry is now running away from a CBI inquiry. And to all those people who are parroting this line that the CBI has no locus standi, let me tell you that if you can't question Mumbai police for not filing an FIR, despite the fact that Mumbai police was privy to the entire history of Sushant Singh's family, having complained to them in February, I don't think they have any right to question them. The first FIR was filed in Patna, and hence, based on the recommendation of the Bihar government, the centre is within its right to transfer the case to the CBI, which is going to be validated by the Supreme Court tomorrow.
Absolutely, it will. And why doesn't anyone answer one question here?
Only Supreme Court can, under Article 142, transfer the Mumbai probe to CBI. What was transferred by Patna?
Raghav with Sumit.
That is not much material. Supreme Court tomorrow can certainly transfer the Mumbai probe to CBI. Not a quarrel.
Sumit.
He knows what will happen in Supreme Court tomorrow.
The Supreme Court can definitely wait.
Yes, sir.
Let me come in. I am sure that the Supreme Court will agree to transfer the probe to the CBI, because in this case, and I will say it again on record, there are certain very powerful vested interests in politics, and you have people batting for them in the media who are trying to protect certain politicians who are part of the ruling dispensation in Mumbai at the Mantralaya. I cannot be more clear than this.
Now, Raghav,
this is the reason why.
Now, Raghav, we can't. The thing is, we can't conclude that. You can say that with certainty on your side, but we can't corroborate that on our side. But the bigger issue is, which I think which we all need to look at, is why is the Disha Salian case not being looked at? Why after 58 days of her death did the Mumbai police suddenly issue a statement telling people of Mumbai, please tell us what you know about how Disha died? You've been investigating for 60 days. After 60 days, you come and say people of Mumbai.
Disgusting.
People of Mumbai.
Sorry, but
They come out with a press release in the city of
Amit and Ashish. Yes, Amit.
It is hilarious and at the same time disgusting that after 58 days, Mumbai police comes out with a press statement. If anybody has any information with respect to the death of Disha Salian, please come and give it to us. Now I should laugh on it or I should cry on it. What were you doing for last 58 days? You are playing marbles for last 58 days. What was your senior PI doing? What was your investigating officer doing? What was your DCP doing? What was the forensic investigating team doing? And after you are wrapped by the Supreme Court, you come out with a press statement.
Report in Disha's case also does not indicate any foul play.
How do you know?
What Mumbai police has investigated will be submitted to court as a report and not to a news channel or in a public. The Mumbai police has to file a police report, not to disclose something immediately.
How many piercing facts will be ignored?
Mumbai police has not done. What is the material you have that Mumbai police has not investigated?
The whole world has this material. The whole world.
Well, nothing has been investigated by the Mumbai police, if you want me to be frank, in the Disha case.
How do you know? The report has to come.
Well, I have multiple testimonies that Sushant wanted to go to the media. I know that a friend who spoke to Sushant says that Disha's death, he described it like Jia's death. A family friend, Smita, revealed that he was anxious post Disha's death. The friend who says big guys could be linked to it all. I have testimonies. I have tapes. I have people speaking on record. What do you have, Ashish?
Were the statements recorded? Were their statements recorded? All those people who were present for the party?
Arnab, the people who have given you statement, if they do not give statement in court of law, that has no value. Please understand. I am also for investigation, but please understand.
Amit, last word, 30 seconds, we close.
And not corroborating before police or authorities has no value in law. You need to understand this thing. Don't make mockery of process.
They have intentionally covered up this investigation. They have intentionally tampered with the crime scene. They have intentionally destroyed all the evidence, and hence they are accomplices in this particular crime.
Every person.
Malwani police station is accomplice in this crime, and so is the DCP Zone 11.
CBI intention. He is having knowledge of intention of every authority.
Well, Ashish, now the matter is in the public domain. We'll be tracking what happens in the Supreme Court tomorrow. We put a very large team to report on the matter tomorrow. Viewers, minute to minute on Republic World on digital and, of course, on television. I thank you very much for this debate.